I just know this is going to be my last job. I'm a black and white type of gal, but today I delve into the grey. This world is full of deception, but I have 3 contestants to help me sift through it. Only one of them will escape the hand of justice, but they'll be the ones that need to answer the question: fib or felony? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fib or Felony. My name is Holly, and I will be your host for this evening. The game is simple. 3 contestants are told a story that could be a crime that was committed, or, well, we could have completely made it up. But before we get to that, let's meet our contestants. They're all right over here. First up, they're so charming they'll set your heart on fire, and they're wanted for arson. It's Baz.
None of that is proven.
That's right, legally it's all alleged. Next up, he's wanted in 8 different countries, but he won't tell you which ones they are until you've already bought the plane ticket. It's Reese.
Hey, how are you going?
Good. What is your favourite country that you've been to?
Look, not many people know about it, but like Sealand. It's just a great little spot to hide away from.
Yes, and I'm sure all the killer whales there are in the best condition possible. Finally, she's known around the country for robbing banks, but today she's here to try and steal the win. It's Maddie.
I'm gonna steal your heart too, Holly.
You already have, Maddie. I promise you it's in your hands as we speak. Well, now that we've met our contestants, let's get right into round 1. In this first round, the contestants will hear 2 crimes. They must decide which one is real and which one is not. Without further ado, first crime on the docket. Way back in 2005, a young British man was arrested for driving a tractor drunk down a highway at a whopping 20 kilometres an hour. What do we think about this crime, lads?
Only 20 kilometres an hour.
It's fast for a tractor, I think.
That's true. And drunk.
And drunk. And you can go faster when you're drunk, that's a known fact. Second crime we have is in 2012, a small town in Ohio was terrorized by the release of 46 albino rabbits who wrought havoc on the local ecosystem. The man responsible, who identified himself as an animal rights activist, admitted to releasing them from a nearby testing facility. Possibly equally as strange, but now contestants, tell me, which one of these crimes is the real felony and which is the fib? Do you think it is number 1, the high speed but slightly slow speed tractor chase, or number 2, the rabid rapids? Let's see those cards, contestants, 1 or 2. So we have both Maddie and Baz saying number 2, and Reese taking a bit of a leap of faith with number 1. Well, contestants, it is indeed felony number 1. So the tractor chase was the real crime, and unfortunately that means no point for Maddie or Baz and 1 point for Reese. Now we need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more confounding crimes right after this. A Million Life token isn't just an arcade token. It's a game. A game that could lead to a prize, which could make for a great gift for someone you happen to spot from across the arcade. A someone you might come back with every year as that someone becomes more than, well, a someone. A more than someone that the Million Life staff will guarantee win a prize unlike anything they've ever won before. Because Million Life is an arcade that could be the start of a million possibilities. And they all start with a token. Welcome back to Fib or Felony, the only show that lies more than my ex-wife. This next round is what I like to call Florida Man, where we take a look at the wild shenanigans that go down in, well, Florida. Our contestants will be presented with 3 news headlines, and they have to decide which are real and which are complete nonsense. So without further ado, let's hear the first headline. Contestants, your first headline is Florida man arrested in Olive Garden while drunk and shoveling spaghetti into his mouth. Baz, this is a little bit strange. What are your immediate thoughts about it?
Ooh, I've only ever been to Olive Garden once, and I was also arrested, but it was for unrelated stuff, so.
Which leads me to think a certain way that you might be leaning towards a certain answer.
I know you can get arrested in an Olive Garden, and they are not very forgiving about what you do with the breadsticks.
Ooh, I will keep that in mind. Well, with that said, contestants, let's hold up those cards. Do you think this headline is a real headline, a felony, or I just made it up and it's a fib? So we have 2 contestants saying felony and 1 saying fib. Well, I'm here to tell you that the answer, it is a felony. It was me last week, unfortunately. Our next headline is Florida man charged with pouring ketchup on girlfriend. Reese, what do you think about this one?
You know, some people are into some kinky stuff. Look, I can't blame them.
Me with the breadsticks.
Yeah. Ooh.
I wonder if maybe it was the same person that did both of these. That would be a very interesting,
Marinara-related incident.
interesting weekend for them. So for contestants, do you think this is a fib or a felony? Let's see those cards. We have both Maddie and Reese saying fib and Baz saying felony. Well, this is a real felony. It was also me last week, and it was also me having a great weekend. So that means Baz gets a point. Our final headline for this round is Florida woman throws a crucifix at a shopper after being kicked out of Walgreens. Maddie, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, that seems like something Baz would do.
Yeah.
One time.
Could happen twice.
But it was an interesting time, I'll tell you that much. So contestants, let's see, is it a fib or a felony? What do we all think? Maddie taking a leap of faith and saying fib? Well, Maddie, I'm happy to tell you, you are correct. That is a fib. And with that last question, reached the end of that round, and we have Maddie at 1 point, Reese at 2 points, and Baz also at 2 points, which means Maddie, unfortunately, you have been eliminated and you will be getting sent to the electric chair.
Looking forward to it.
I'll meet you in heaven, my love.
Thank you.
We'll need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this for the final round.
This is David, or Bubble Cheeks as his mum calls him. He's about to listen to his first record from Rocking Horse Records. This is David, or as everyone calls him, Dave the Dude. He's just listened to his first record from Rocking Horse Records.
Welcome back to Fib or Felony. If you're only now just joining us, why? What's going on? Shame on you, because we are down to our last 2 contestants, Baz and Reese. This final round will consist of 10 rapid-fire Fib or Felony questions. If a contestant answers correctly, they get a point, and if they answer incorrectly, they lose a point. They'll have to buzz in, and I will say their name, and then they will give us their answer. At the end of this round, whoever wins, winner takes all. So, contestants, ready those hands over your buzzers. Question number 1. In Victoria, it is illegal to talk to pirates. Reese.
Felony.
That is correct. Question number 2. Fortune telling is illegal in Australia.
Fib.
It is a felony, surprisingly enough, yes. Question number 3. In Vietnam, chickens can't be carried across roads.
Fib.
That is a fib. Good job. Question number 4. In Western Australia, a man was arrested for transporting over 75 kilograms of potatoes.
Felony.
It is indeed a felony. You are not legally allowed to carry over 50 kilograms of potatoes.
I'm Irish.
Yeah. Question number 5. A New Zealand man was caught stealing over 350 avocados from a farm. Baz.
Felony.
That is correct. Big fan of avocados he was. Question number 6. In Ireland, you might get this one, it is illegal to clap when a plane lands. Baz.
Fib.
It is indeed a fib. I wish it was a felony. Question number 7. In France, you can't kiss on buses. Reese.
Fib.
That is correct. It is a fib. France is the place of love. You can't forbid that. Question number 8. A Romanian politician attempted to bribe voters with chicken. Baz.
Felony.
That is correct. Question number 9. A man in London was arrested for playing soccer naked. Baz.
Felony.
It is a fib. I'm sure it's happened before, but
It'll
evidently
be a felony
it's...
when I'm done.
Yeah. And question number 10. This is the final question, and it's not a fib or felony question. I just want to shock you a bit, throw you off your feet. But tell me, what is the phone number for the emergency services? Baz.
000.
Possibly the most difficult question out of all of them. And Baz, it is correct. So 000 indeed. And with that final question, we reach the end of this round and we have Reese on 5 points and Baz also on 5 points, which means we are going to a rapid fire question that I have prepared because I knew this would happen. I just knew you were on equal playing fields. But the question is, I will point at you and you will buzz. Ready? Name a single serial killer.
Manson.
Pardon me?
Manson? John Manson?
I'm going to say that's incorrect because that is not his name. So I'm going to say that, Baz, unless you have a really interesting serial killer for me?
Charles Manson is his first name.
That was his name. So I'm going to give you the win for this episode. Reese, very unfortunate. If only you'd watched a few more documentaries, you could have gotten that one right. That means you are off to the electric chair. And Baz, I'm going to tell you the location of my ex-wife. The best prize you could get from a show like this.
See you soon, Susan.
Yeah, that's all we have time for this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember, you're only a criminal if they catch you. Good night, everybody.